Hey guys, welcome back. So I have here the chart for Bitcoin versus US dollar 4-hour candles from Bitfinex, and Bitcoin broke the previous high here, making a higher high. So we still don't have a high here until this retraces, but it doesn't matter where it will stop and retrace. It's already a higher high compared to the previous one. Price action is the most important indicator in technical analysis. It's more important than volume, it's more important than Fibonacci, it's more important than any other thing. Price action is what matters the most. And right now, the price action, it went bullish again. I mean, it's very, very early. It's only the first higher high, but it's a higher high already. So I have this line here. This is a target up for 18,000 more or less. And this is the target from this W pattern here. So this double bottom, I draw the line from the top here to the bottom of the highest one. And then I put it up from the top of this pattern, and it breaks out from here. So the target should be 18,200 more or less. I'm on Bitfinex, but it's going to be different in other exchanges. But more or less, this is the targets. It's difficult to anticipate what's going to happen after it hits this target, because it's very difficult to transact with Bitcoin right now. If we go to the blockchain info, there's still 170,000 unconfirmed transactions. So it's very, very difficult to transact with Bitcoin in a timely manner. I mean, when you want to buy or when you want to sell, it's very difficult unless you have your Bitcoins already in the exchange. If you keep them forever in the exchange, then it's fine, you can do it. But if not, it's very difficult. And the reason I am saying this is because I would expect Bitcoin to drop at 18,000, even if it's temporarily, not going down in a bear market, but I would expect a decent drop here. And the reason is because we have news that the hard fork for 2X, it's happening actually tomorrow. Here in Thailand is already 27th of December. So it's going to happen sometime tomorrow. The fork is going to happen at the block number 501451. So you have the number here, 501451, and right now we are at the block 5012. So only 200 blocks to go. 200 blocks to go, more or less. So the reason I'm saying this is because in previous hard forks, every time we had a hard fork, for example, the Bitcoin Cash hard fork and also the Bitcoin Gold hard fork, at the moment, prior to the hard fork, we had a rally up. Since the hard fork is announced, the price of Bitcoin goes up, because obviously people want to hold Bitcoin so that they can get their free coins on the fork. And then at the moment of the snapshot, the price of Bitcoin tanks and then later on recovers. But we always see that prior to the hard fork, the price goes up at the moment of the hard fork announcement. And the hard fork announcement was announced very recently, yesterday, for what I see here. I just found this news today, but this was announced yesterday only, and it's surprise, surprise, the same time when Bitcoin started to rally here, because it was perfectly on a bearish pattern. Head and shoulders, they don't always meet targets, but it's even if there was no head and shoulder, the price action, the volume, everything was bearish, and it just turned bullish at the moment of this news being published, that the hard fork is coming in a couple of days. So prices started to go up. If the snapshot happens more or less, it's going to be like in 1 day and a half or so. So with these are the 4-hour candles, we will probably be near the target here at 18,000, which is the target for this W pattern. I would anticipate the price to drop after the hard fork happens. But as I was saying, now it's very difficult to buy and sell Bitcoin unless you keep it in the exchange. So I don't really know. In my case, I know in my case personally, I wanted to sell Bitcoin here at 17,000. I made a video that day. You can go back and watch the video. As soon as in the 4-hour chart, we went below both moving averages and we had this cross here. Right before this cross happened, it was in this candle. It was for, the price was 17,000. I wanted to sell Bitcoin. I said, time to sell Bitcoin. But there was, at that moment, there was more than 200,000 unconfirmed transactions. The fees were crazy. I mean, I wouldn't mind paying a big fee if I can transfer, you know, for transferring all my Bitcoin at once, because it's not that much. The fee is not going to be that big of a percentage if I move everything. But the thing that's stopping me to do it is because I don't want to have my transaction stuck there for 3, 4, 5 days, or you know, whatever long it takes. I don't want to have that much money stuck in there, because I try to make my life easy. I don't like stressful situations. I don't, you know, I prefer to avoid this, because I'm going to be in a bad mood. I'm going to be worried. I don't want to go through that. So I decided to not move my Bitcoins. So I'm still holding the same amount of Bitcoins in my cold storage. So I couldn't transfer it. And the reason I'm saying this is because I know there's more people has been in the same situation, because I read comments on YouTube, on other social media, people wanting to sell their Bitcoins, but they're not able to because they cannot transfer it to the exchange. So that could be another reason for the price of Bitcoin to be holding up as well. I mean, of course, the hard fork news is huge. No one should be selling their Bitcoins now because we're very close from the fork. So you're going to get your 2X coins for free. But I mean, it's difficult to anticipate anything right now, because you can buy it, because to buy it, you don't need to transfer. You just buy it in the exchange, but you cannot sell it if you have it on your wallet. So many people has been wanting to sell and they can't. And I know as a fact, because I'm one of them. I would have sold here for 17,000. So anyways, if I was not in Bitcoin right now, if I wanted to get in Bitcoin, I would say it's a good time now, because we have a target here for 18,000. Me personally, I'm not interested. I have enough Bitcoin. I don't really want to have any more. I know when people get too greedy, they're going to pay the consequences at some point, because if you are holding or buying Bitcoin just so that you can get free coins, you're taking the risk of, yes, you're going to get your free coins, but maybe by the time you want to sell your Bitcoin to make a profit, you won't be able to do it, because transactions will not confirm. And it'll be impossible to move Bitcoin. So, and you will end up paying more in fees than any other thing. I mean, unless you're investing a lot of money. But if you're investing in the you know, $1,000 or something like that, it's not going to be worth paying the fees every time you need to transact with Bitcoin. So that's my take for this. And another thing before I go, I missed out big on BitConnect. I was watching BitConnect for the past days. I guess I'll just go here to CoinMarketCap to show this. BitConnect, it was tanking, and I was watching, because I was saving I get paid on my lending wallet in terms of dollars, right? So I was keeping there my dollars. I was not changing it for BitConnect coins, and I was waiting to, you know, to finish going down and then buy them as low as possible, so I would get a lot more BitConnect coins than if I was exchanging them on the way down. But then I woke up in the morning and the price was all the way up there, so I missed out big time in this one. But that's fine. I mean, you cannot get it all perfect. It's still gains, but it's not as much gains as I could have done if I would have bought at the bottom. Let's see, now it's going back down, but let's see what happens. I think it'll bounce. I mean, if Bitcoin is bullish, BitConnect will probably be bullish, so I would expect a bounce here, but let's see what happens. But I really wanted to buy the coins down here, and I just missed, because by the time I checked my account, it was all the way up here, so I didn't do it. So let's see how this develops. And what else? Oh yeah, the Bitcoin dominance. It's 44, it's at 45 now, so it's going up now after the fork, after the hard fork news. It's recovering a little bit. So I've seen other channels and other people showing how, if you go here and show the price of the altcoins compared to Bitcoin, you see a lot of red. Okay, I've seen people saying, see, Bitcoin is the king. If you put this in Bitcoin here, you see all the altcoins in the red. Bitcoin is the one to hold. Guys, in the last month or month and a half, very few days in one full month, we've seen the altcoins in the reds when compared to Bitcoin. This is an exception. I mean, it could happen that Bitcoin goes stronger than the altcoins. Of course, this can happen anytime. I mean, trends change. Eventually, they will change. At some point, it'll change. But it has, not because today the altcoins are in red, it means the trend has changed. I mean, trends don't go in the same direction forever. You need to have it. Any trend will have impulse and retrace, impulse and retrace, impulse and retrace. So this is just a normal retracement for the altcoins. So far, as I said, it could change anytime. Yeah, of course, but it didn't change so far. Altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. They have been for the past month or so. And I'm not saying this because I have an interest on the altcoins or on Bitcoin or anything, any bias, because when altcoins were downtrending and every other channel was pumping the altcoins and buying the dips, I was like, no, altcoins are bearish, just hold Bitcoin. Hold Bitcoin and BitConnect. That's what I was saying for months, until the trend changed, and now altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. So not because they are in the red one day, it means they're gonna start going down versus Bitcoin. I mean, it could happen, but it hasn't happened yet. Okay guys, so I think I'm gonna leave the video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.